Ka showroom kali batmai jong ka Tata Motors Kaladon hag Jylla menta. One saka Frank Motors like Gorngi Shillong. Ka North East Art Initiative kebelasing house nem arajar arpo. Mentah kasi kelas dang ya ke art exhibition leni ke jingpen inam ya ke jingdro ke badan jingmut ha ke baidi bat ki khana puriskam jo kan tanrai khasi khara. Ya kani ke jingpen inam la pli pajba Rynsan ke badan mar persha ba ke Shillong College ke ban pli na ke bentai ki pajba na do ka spotrik hadu ka khatwei tarik mentau benai na do ka por khatwei bji minstep hadu pra bji min. Kena makin wan ban yo I ya kisap ki phong ki kon samra ha ke jingdro dur. Ikong Afrin Krem ibadi iwei ibalas dang ya ke North East Art Initiative ilayat hu bakini ke jingdro ke dei balapan wandur daladi di ke artis na ki khana puriskam sya ke jingdro lingba ke jingmat jemperkhat ke jongki na ke bapan iru ya kisap ki phong ke bagi don ilayat hu bakini ke jingdro la benterwadi hendai ka syong ha ke nangdro hakini ke exhibition la banyu I ya ke jingdro syapang ke jingking siar ke jingyap usir lapalang ke sngi bat uklo kayo lori lora kajingnya fair jingmut kelang bat kiwei
and be a part of our initiative, and that for that we are also very grateful. And with that I would also like to give you a little bit of an introduction about what Northeast Arts Initiative is. It is an initiative that was founded in the year 2020, but it was also to create this kind of dialogue between artists and art writers and researchers into one curated platform where all could have a place and a space where they could talk about visual arts and practices as a whole. And with that, I'd like to give my time to Nafi.
So I think I'll just add a bit to what Afrin said. We started off back, I think it's been a year since we started working with the artists here in Shillong, and I think it is profound for us as an experience to communicate and to interact with the people here, not only of the artist community, but of various communities as well. And we've had people from the people who work in films, people who work in photography, people who work in journalism, people who work from academic backgrounds in psychology, and so much more. And it goes to show what is the interdisciplinary characteristic and quality that art has, and how it can connect people of various walks of life from everywhere. And I think as an initiative, this being our first and hopefully it can be a success of many other successes that can come to us in the future. And I just want to give a big thanks first and foremost to Amar and to Ma'am Parvati. I cannot see her here at the moment, but she's going to come. So for their generosity to provide us with this space so that we can have this exhibition, and not only just providing this space for the exhibition but also helping out with all the other requirements that are needed for this exhibition, right, from the production, like from the lights to all these frames, everything that you see here, it's all because of them, because they're so generous to be there and to support us in our endeavors.
It also talks about multiple narratives that come together and they kind of collide into one space. So you almost feel like there's this explosion of different narratives that are coming together from the origin creation. So you see there's the Nyotrap people coming down, then you also see the goddess who has created the earth, and the seven elements of the sky and everything together. So it's almost like this juxtaposition of different narratives all together. And the sun story, where the peacock who is sent to the heavens to entice and to enchant the sun. So basically what happens is the sun was so in love with the peacock that it never shone its light on the earth anymore. So all the world was in darkness until they had come up with some kind of solution where they had planted these mustard seeds on the earth, and the peacock was so mesmerized by this garden that he fell from the earth. So basically Barafal's representation of this is not only for the folklore, but he kind of interpreted this in the context of how society is today. and how we are, like how people are today, that sometimes we have some kind of disgrace also that is evident in our society. So he kind of contemporizes many of his folklore narratives as well. He finishes bachelor's and master's from painting itself in Shantiniketan. And here he's representing the death of Sri Rakalam. So he's representing that viciousness and almost the very like this very vicious nature of man to just destroy something that is there in nature, and you see almost the monumentality of that. So what is most interesting about Tregonang's work is he does these linear characters. So he does a lot of sketches, he does a lot of linear works which are very interesting. It brings Tasni ni don ko exhibition, bang ye don number ki artists, ye don 11 artists baro ki kani ka interview kani ka exhibition kadai shibhang ka folklore, and kidai ki artists ba one ban interpret kini ki different folklores ban long kumno in visual language. Te ki khasi jongi ni bon ni long ki oral te ni long ni give more importance te yaka oral tradition, something which is like spoken word. Te because of that kini ki visual interpretations rupa ki lale kini ki artist kade shibhang kumno ki translate ikato ko oral shaka visual narratives. Te baro kini ki artist ki lale jong hangni ni dong jong Barfel ni dong jong ba Benedict lu kila translate to ka jingmut jing bakha jong ki sha naka oral tradition into the folklore, into the visual tradition. The exhibition is put up for sales also. Tamba ka depend haki artist, because kidon ki artist ba ko aban de ki kam kidon ki artist ban de ru hakani ko tamba ka jingmut jing bakha jong ni bon ka de shibhang bangi ko ki audience members te bon ki breu ki padba ki public te bikin smooth ho ban ka exhibition ka art exhibition ka de you and can like can sting te ka art industry te kini both ki artist ki da yetrai tamon snam hamata ni nilai ni dakshio one lagi industry tamba like in paju don't te to recognition tingi ko ki priu kin so thokin long conscious te ki art ka visual practice jo ki priu hamni harni jumi ni, because both kini ki artist ki khasi
तो कौन सी पंजाब में exhibition?
Kani ka exhibition kan long south sngi te mata sngi kade tam ye ki invitees te haki to ki sngi na play padba banwan na do 9th to 11th 9th to 11th
Which time?
Na do 8 am na do 11 am or 11 am to 8 am.